So it really does feel like the world is falling apart, doesn't it? I mean, there's crisis here, there's war there, there's this weird suspicion that something big might be happening soon everywhere. I feel like that is a very common experience in every person's life. The people that I talk to, the people that I interact with, it seems like everyone is going through a crisis. Someone might lose a loved one. Someone might be going through an unexpected illness. Someone might lose their job, or someone might fail the class that they thought they were passing. I feel like everyone just goes through crisis. And when I think about all the things that are happening in the world, in the news, in media, things that we see in our world, it's kind of overwhelming. And I feel like a lot of people, as they get overwhelmed and they see the things that happen in the world and in their own lives, there's just a lot of worry, a lot of concern, like, hey, how do I deal with all of these things that are happening? How do I navigate anxiety, worry, depression, things that really affect you in your life? There are so many things that people deal with because of the crisis that comes their way. And one thing that I wanted to share that I was reading in the Bible that I've seen help so many people is that there is this one passage in Scripture that talks about what a prophet felt like when he was in a crisis. The prophet Isaiah lived in what we might say is a similar time as ours. Of course, not modern technology and all the modern things that we know about, but he faced a crisis. He lived in the time of the reign of King Uzziah. And this king, he was a wicked king. I mean, he reigned for 52 years. The people did what was evil and called it good and called good evil. They were practicing sorcery. They were worshiping idols. They were content with serving God as long as it didn't impact their day-to-day lives and doing whatever they wanted to do, which really was not good stuff. This man reigned for 52 years and did more evil in all of Israel than anyone else before him. That's a lot of damage. In the year that he died, there was so much bad things happening within Israel that it was just overwhelming. The Assyrians were also knocking on the doorstep of Israel, ready to invade them. And it was looking like the Assyrians were going to win. So imagine being Isaiah in that moment, looking at all the social depravity that was going on, the war that's knocking on your door. Isaiah was worried and wondering, what in the world is going to happen? And that's when he gets this vision that he sees in Isaiah chapter 6. And look at what he says. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Above him stood the seraphim, each had 6 wings. With 2 he covered his face, with 2 he covered his feet, and with 2 he flew. And one called to another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. I want to highlight something. Isaiah is facing the biggest crisis of his life. And you know what he does? He looks for Jesus. He does what every single one of us should do in our own crisis. Look up to God. There's nothing that he could do to solve his problem. He had to go to God for help. And you know what he saw? He saw something so comforting that every single one of us can take the same comfort that he received, which was knowing that even though there are tons of crises going on in the world, going on in our lives, Jesus is still on the throne. So when your situation in life looks bleak and it looks like the crisis that's affecting you looks like it's just going to overcome you and you're not going to win, look up to Jesus. In your crisis, look for Jesus and see that he is still on the throne of the universe. So whatever crisis you're facing today, I'd invite you, look to Jesus and ask him to help. Hey, if you were blessed by this little devotional, I hope you can give it a like and share it with someone so that they can be blessed as well. Until next time.